Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi, dhammāṃ saranang gacchāmi, saṅghāṃ saranang gacchāmi, dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi, dutiyampi dhammāṃ saranang gacchāmi, dutiyampi saṅghāṃ saranang gacchāmi, tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi, tatiyampi dhammāṃ saranang gacchāmi, tatiyampi saṅghāṃ saranang gacchāmi. Asevana ca balanang panditana ca sevana puja ca pujani yanang etama galamutamang patirupade sawaso ca bumbe ca katapun yata atasamma panidicahe tamang galamu tamang bahusa chanjasi pachavinayo chasusikito sumbasita chayavacha et mangalamu tamang mata pitu padanang puttadaratsa sanggaho anakula cakamanda etamangalamu tamang danan ca dhammacariya janyataka nanja sanggaho anawa canikamani etama galamu tamang arati virati papa majapana jasa nyamo apamado ca dhammesu etamang galamu tamang garawo ca niwato ca sandudi ca kata yuta kalena dhamma savanang etama galamu tamang gandhi jaso vaca sata samananang jada sanang kalena dhamma sakaca hetam galamu tamang tapo ca brahmacariya ca hariya saca nada sanang nibbana sa cakiriya ca hetam galamu tamang bhutat salokadam mehicitang yatsanaka patiya sokang virajang kemang etamang galamu tamang etadisani katawana sabha tamaparajita sabhataso tingga canditande mangalamu tamandi angkinchi vedang indawahurang vasa gesu vayang ratana panitang dando samanga titatagatena hidambi buddhe ratanang panitang etena sa cena sawati hotu kayang viragangam Panidang yada janga sakyamuni samahito natena dhamme na samadhi kinchi dhambi dhamme ratanang banitang etena sa chena sawati hotu yambudaseto pariwanayi suching samadhimanandarikan yamahusama dina dena samo navijati hida pitamme ratanang banitang etena sa chena sawati hotu ye puggala atasata pasada chatariye tani yukani honti teda kenaya sugata sasa wakahete sudinna nimaha palani hidambi sanghe ratanang banitang etena sa chena sawati hotu yeso payota manasa talena nikamino gotamasa sanamite patipata hamata vikaya ladha mudani buting bun jamana hidam pisanghe ratanang banitang etena sa chena sawati hotu kinang puranang nawang nati sambhavang viratajit yatike pavasaming dekina bija haveru lichandani bandidira yatayam baripohida pisanghe ratanang banitang etena chena sawati hotu karaniya mata kusalena yandang santa parang abhisame cha sako uju cha suju cha suacho cha samutu anatimani sandhu sako cha subaro cha apaki cho cha salahukavati sa tindriyo cha nipako cha pangabo kulesu ananukido nachakuda samachare kinchiyena vinyubare umbavadeyong sukinowa kemino hondu sabesa Bhavandu sukhitata yeke chipana bhutatitasa vatavarava annavasesa tikavaye mahandava jimarasakahanukatula ditavaye chaladita ye chandure vasandiya vidure bhutava sambhave sivasa vesata bhava tu sukhitata naparo parang niku betanati manyetaka tachinang ginjimaya rosanapati kasanya nanya manya sadu kami jayamata yata niyang bhutang ayusa kaputa manurake hewa visabhabhute suma nasambhavaye aparimanang meta chasambalokasaming ma nasambhavaye aparimanang udamado jatiriya chahasambadang averang asapatang ditan charang niseno vasaya nova yavata savigata medo etang sadik haditaya brahma metang viharang indamahuditin chahanupaka masilawada sanena sampano kame sovinaya gedang nahicha tugabasayang punare ti dukapata chaninduka vayapat chani paya soka pata chani soka hontu sabe pipani no etavata cha amhehi sambarang punya sambarang sabe dewa numodandu sabha sambha tisediya dhanang dhada tusadaya silang rakandu sabada bhavana birata hontu gajantu devata gata sabe buddha balapata pacekananjaya palang arahantana chate jena rakang bandami sabha so jayando bodhiya mule sakya nang nandi vadano ewang tawang vichayo hohi jaya sujaya mangale appara citta palan kesi Bokare abhiseke sabba buddhanang aga pato pamo tatisuna katang sumangalang supambatang suhutitang sukano sumuhu tochasuyitang brahmachari supada kinang kaya kamang wacha kamang pada kinang mano kamang banindi te pada kina nikat wanala bandade bada kine.
We are going to pay respect to the Tibetan and repeat the Five Precepts together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhaṃ Bhagavantaṃ Abhivādemi Sawakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasāmi Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅgho Saṅgham Namami Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Ukasa mayang bhante visung lakana kaya tisalanena saha panja sila niyajama tutiyampi mayang bhante visung lakana kaya tisalanena saha panja sila niyajama tati yampi mayang bhante visung lakana kaya tisalanena saha pancasila niyajama.
This is the request for the opportunity to determine the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. So I'm very glad to be able to welcome everyone here into the temple on this Sunday morning. The weather is changing. We're well into autumn now, and it's getting cool. It's bright and sunny, but cool and windy outside. So I feel a lot of mudita for everyone not being in the marquee this morning. And the this opportunity, both for people gathered here at Amaravati and also tuning in from around the country, around the world. This is, as I like to say, it's a way of redirecting ourselves, recalibrating our compass. So the Buddha established these customs, these traditions, to help us along as human beings, recognizing that we all have the tendency to be distracted, to be unaware, to get, say, caught up with our life, with being worried about things, excited about things, irritated by things, and taken up with many duties and responsibilities. And we can easily lose our direction. So the Buddha established this way of, say, reaffirming our faith, our commitment, our setting our Dhamma compass, if you like, to be pointed towards wisdom, taking refuge in the Buddha, to say draw upon that quality of the heart, to be awake, to be aware, to be wise. To take refuge in Dhamma is to live in accordance with reality, with nature, with the way things are, rather than trying to live in accordance with our preferences or what we, the way we would like things to be, or the kind of habits of mind where we like this and dislike that, and build our lives around chasing after our preferences and trying to get away from our dislikes, but rather to open the heart to the way that nature works, like the changing of the season, the changing of the light, the days getting shorter, the nights getting longer, the weather getting cooler, and we put more clothes on to be warmer. We shelter out of the wind because the season has changed. So to live in accordance with nature is to, say, let go of our self-centered habits, always thinking about I and me and mine, and to open the heart to the way nature works. This is what at its root, what it means to take refuge in Dhamma, in the way things are. To take refuge in Sangha is to choose to follow that quality of goodness that is here in the hearts of all of us, that in us which loves the good, which delights in honesty, in kindness, in harmlessness, in unselfishness, in generosity. That's what we call the guna dhamma, or the qualities of virtue of our heart. That which delights in say the wholesome qualities in the world, and really enjoys that, delights in that. So to take refuge in Sangha means to listen to that voice that loves the good, rather than the other voices that want excitement, or that want to get rid of things that are painful or uncomfortable, or judging people as being kind of stupid or awful, or don't want to bother with that person. These are natural feelings. I'm not reading anybody's mind. If you think, how did he know that? It's like, I'm not reading anybody's mind. It's just statistics. This is how we work as human beings. We easily react to other people, attracted to some people, irritated by other people, afraid of other people. So that to follow those impulses, those reactions, is very ordinary, very, very common for us. But we don't have to do that. To take refuge in Sangha is to lay aside those self-centered reactions and impulses, and instead to listen to the voices that say to be patient, to be kind, to be honest, to be gentle, to be sincere, to be generous. And then when we take the refuge in Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, along with making that gesture, that intention of taking refuge, then we see the good results. When we live a life based on wisdom, on truth and on virtue, then right here in our own lives we can see what a blessing it is, how peaceful, how free we feel, how at ease we are, and there's a quality of sabajai, an ease, a relaxation of the heart that is present when we have, say, genuinely taken refuge. So those who'd like to join in with us here today, then please feel most welcome to. If you wish to just listen and watch, that's quite all right as well. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. 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 Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana gamanang nititang. Panati pata vairapmani sikaparang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking the life of any living creature. Adinadana vairapmani sikaparang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking that which is not given. Kame sumichachara vairapmani sikaparang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from sexual misconduct. Musavara vairapmani sikaparang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from lying. Sura meraya majapamaratana vairapmani sikaparang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from consuming intoxicating drink and drugs which lead to carelessness. Imani pancha sikapadani silena sugatinyanti silena poga sampada silena nibutinyanti tasama silang visodaye. As I like to do each weekend, wish to dedicate our blessings to all of the nurses, doctors, hospital staff, ambulance drivers, paramedics, social workers, social care providers, all the school teachers looking after the care for school children, young and old, the university lecturers looking after the university students, all of the the support staff, people keeping the food shelves as stocked as they can be during these difficult times, people looking after getting the medical supplies and all of the needs, medical support needs for people during this pandemic. We As people who have been watching the news will know, the numbers are still quite high. I think over 40,000 new cases yesterday. 135 people died yesterday from COVID. So the numbers are still high. We still need to be looking after each other. And I wish to express my gratitude, great appreciation for the ongoing and heroic efforts of so many people helping to do what they can to look after each other and to look after our human community during these very, very challenging and difficult times. And earlier on today we were talking about the experience of limitation. We're all experiencing a lot of limitation and not being able to do things in the way that we wish, but the Buddha Dhamma teaches us how to work skillfully with limitation, and that all our bodies have natural limits. We have a limit of mobility, of strength, of mental capacity, and so we live with limitations all the time. But the great blessing of Buddha Dhamma is that if we develop the quality of wisdom, mindfulness and wisdom, and a skillful attitude, then regardless of how many limitations we experience in terms of our own ability to travel, or our own ability to move around, or our own physical comfort, we can still find peace and ease. We can still find a quality of freedom within ourselves. We can work within those limitations and find freedom within our lives, and also help others around us to discover that same kind of infinite freedom that comes from the heart that is, that has let go of all greed, hatred and delusion. So all our blessings to particularly to those who are helping to support others during the pandemic. Also today, many people have come to make offerings, and with gratitude that consistently helping out every Sunday, the dedicated Sunday team coming along, making sure that the community here is well fed. So Dana's being particularly offered today, remembering Gladys Dyer, who died on the 25th of October 2015. So that was 6 years ago, with much love and appreciation from Mary. Also, Dana's being offered today from C.P. Lin, Su Wei Tan, Je Kang Lim, and the baby in the tummy. So an unborn child of making offerings today. That's a good way of starting life, to be responsible for making offerings even before birth. So sadhu, Anumodhana. So blessings to all of them for making those offerings today. Also, Dana's been dedicated for Tim Birch from Su Louis Kataria. Kataria, and I couldn't read the handwriting there. Kataria. So blessings for Tim today. I don't recognize people behind your masks. Excuse me for. I can recognize you now. So is it your birthday today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Aha, big landmark. You're way behind me. So I'm at 65. I'm at 65 at the moment. So you're a long stretch behind me. Very good. Also, Adana is being offered today, dedicating blessings for Ampan Buntheng, who passed away on the 14th of July 2020. And this offering is being made by a beloved daughter and family, Duong, Rutai, Martin and Natasha. Also, Adana is being offered today, dedicated for Mr. Anura Galage, who passed away on the 6th of April last year, 2020. Also, dedications are being made for Mr. Nivasan Gunatunga, Mrs. Baibi Nona, Mr. Jayasena Galage, Mrs. Margaret Galage, Mr. Wimalasena de Silva, and Bandrasena de Silva, and Mr. Jayasuriya. Lastly, Dana is dedicated today for Yenul Wikramarachi as 8th birthday on the 19th of October. I'm not sure. they're here today with a happy belated 8th birthday. And so Dana is being offered with a dedication for blessings for a bright future for Yenu. So we will chant the Anumodhana, and all those who'd like to do the water pouring, then this is the time for that. Oh, there's one more offering. Yatha varivaha pura paripurindi sagarang Evamewa hitodinang petanang upakapate ichitang patitang tumhang kipameva samichatu sabe parantu sankapha chando panraso yata manicho tiraso yata sabaro koina satu Mate bhavat vantarayo sukidikayuko bhava Abhivadana sirisa nichang vada pachahino Chataro dhamma vadante ayuvano sukhang balang ayuto balado diro Vanato patipanato sugatsadata medavi sukhang sohari gacchati ayudatava vanambala sukhang cha patipanato dikayu iya sawahote yata yatu papachate te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangala rakantu sabba devata sabba sangha nubhavena sarasoti bhavantu te. I'd like to make a couple of small announcements. So with respect to the Katina festival, mentioned earlier today, so the Katina for Amaravati is scheduled for the 14th of November. What we are trying to do is to welcome everybody who wants to come for the morning, for the alms round. So it's a come one, come all. You need to register. So go to the Amaravati website. You need to register that you're going to come. But we want to have an open door policy for anyone who wants to come. So we'll have a very long, socially distanced arms round line. In the afternoon, for the actual Katina ceremony, we'll have very limited access for the temple itself because of COVID restrictions, but we're trying to set things up so that as many people who want to come along can at least come for part of the day, and we'll try and have the audio and the visual screening of the ceremonies in other parts of the monastery so people can participate and join in here in the monastery, also to have a live stream from so that people can be in your own homes and also watch and listen to things. So we're not sure exactly how it'll work, but it's both trying to balance the COVID safety considerations and having a festival day that includes as many people who would like to be part of that. So do please take a look at the Amaravati website, and then you can register for coming on the Katina day there. And please don't call Suvira up in the office, because she'll get a lot of phone calls. But please go through the website if you can. That'll help with organizing things, and we'd much appreciated. The Chithurst Katina for Chithurst Monastery is the week before, 7th of November, and if you want the details of how they're setting things up, again, look at the Chithurst website and they'll explain exactly how they're doing it. Each of the different monasteries has got a slightly different approach, so just if you want to go to Chithurst for their Katina, do look at the website and they'll have all the details there for everyone. So for today, we are very happy for you to stay and practice meditation here in the temple. The gates will be open until 1 o'clock, so that if you want to sit here quietly, practice meditation, the temple is open for you. If you are here, please don't chat with each other or talk on the phone, but use the time to meditate quietly. Also, we have Dhamma books in English and Thai language out on there's a bookshelf out in the lobby, so do please help yourself to anything that looks interesting there. There's a few books that have been printed recently, so they take as many of the Dhamma books as you would like, but they're there for free distribution, so please do help yourselves. Have a good day.